President Trump recently held a phone conversation with Canada's Prime Minister, Mark Carney, marking their first direct communication since Carney took office. Trump shared on Truth Social that the discussion was highly productive and highlighted areas of agreement between the two leaders. He also mentioned plans to meet with Carney in person following Canada's upcoming election. For further insight, we turn to CNN's Eleanor. Do we have more details on what was discussed during the call? So far, the only information available comes from President Trump's own statement, in which he emphasized the positive nature of the conversation and his commitment to meeting Carney after the Canadian elections, set to take place exactly 1 month from now. Given the timing, the political landscape could shift significantly before their scheduled meeting. Trump indicated that their discussions covered politics, business, and other key issues, aiming to strengthen ties between the US and Canada. He described the conversation as very, very good, mentioning that Carney reached out to him at 10 a.m. However, he also alluded to broader international concerns, criticizing countries that, in his view, have taken advantage of the US for decades. Interestingly, this phone call took place 14 days after Carney was sworn into office, a notable delay, considering Canada's long-standing alliance with the United States. Historically, American presidents reach out to newly elected Canadian leaders much sooner. Still, Trump's acknowledgement of their shared viewpoints signals a potentially friendlier tone toward Canada than in previous interactions. Trump's approach toward Canada has fluctuated over time. While he referred to Carney as Prime Minister, he previously used dismissive language to describe Carney's predecessor, Justin Trudeau, even calling Canada the 51st state. Whether this shift signals a change in diplomatic strategy or is merely a passing remark remains to be seen. Carney, for his part, has taken a firm stance on Canada's relationship with the US. Just yesterday, he declared that the traditional framework of economic integration and military cooperation between the two nations is over. This assertive position appears to be part of Carney's broader political strategy as he campaigns to solidify his party's majority status in the upcoming election. His rhetoric suggests a willingness to push back against Trump's policies, including tariffs, which have been a point of contention. Within Canada, Carney's government has actively sought to counter Trump's stance, even launching billboard ads in the US to appeal directly to American citizens by framing tariffs as a tax burden. This strategy aims to influence American public opinion while reinforcing Canada's opposition to Trump's trade policies. Political analysts note that Carney's firm messaging is not just about US-Canada relations. It also plays well with domestic voters, who may view standing up to Trump as a key electoral issue. Meanwhile, US Republicans have expressed concern about the potential economic fallout of deteriorating relations with Canada, with some quietly questioning Trump's approach. Former Quebec Premier and Deputy Prime Minister Joshua Ray weighed in on the situation, noting that while the US-Canada relationship has historically been strong, it has undeniably shifted under Trump's administration. He emphasized the economic and strategic benefits of cooperation, warning that abrupt changes to trade policies, such as proposed automotive tariffs, could have costly consequences for both countries. Carney's upcoming election on April 28 will likely shape the future of US-Canada relations. Until then, Canadian officials hope the Trump administration will hold off on implementing disruptive policies. However, Trump has made it clear that if Canada aligns with the European Union in ways he perceives as harmful to the US, he is prepared to escalate tariffs significantly. Despite these tensions, Canadian leaders remain committed to working with their American counterparts. They stress that while political disagreements persist, the deep-rooted friendship between the two nations endures. The challenge now is navigating the evolving political landscape while maintaining the economic stability that benefits both sides of the border.